Hey guys, how's it going? Ryan Aranda here, my best life Paraguay. And today we're going to talk about how you need to be voting with your feet, right? And those who follow my channel pretty much understand this. But just in case there are folks, new folks to the channel who don't understand the importance of voting with your feet, and what do I mean by that? Moving abroad, right? I touch on this in different aspects in most videos of mine. But it's important, you guys. It's incredibly important. It might arguably be the most important thing. And no, I'm not talking about the results of this election. You should have been doing this well before this election and basing what your next steps are in life off of your own projection for life, right? Off of the cost of living and off of affordability, right? That's where you need to be, okay? And I'm sorry that people are gonna hear this message. People are gonna keep playing the American game, the Western game, where you can't afford anything. You're gonna keep going down this line. You're going to put it off for years and years and 5 years and 10 years longer, etc. And you're not going to listen to me, right? But I mean, it's your true solution, okay? Especially for men, because just be honest with yourself. There's way less of a chance that you're going to find a healthy relationship and partner in your country. Okay. Now I'm going to touch on politics a little bit. This is going to be the last time I really speak heavily on politics. This video I did, the last 2 videos of mine. One was just a 3-minute rant. If I remember, I'll put it up here. I explained the real reason why Trump won. And that was, it was a multifaceted answer, but to give a breakdown of that video, the real reason that Trump won was because men's issues were ignored, right? And some of these are the same issues that affect us equally, or not equally, but they affect all of us, men, women, right? But they affect us in different ways. Okay, so like economic issues, we take very personally. Why? Because like I said in the video, we are natural providers. So we take it extra to heart, like we're absolute failures if we can't have a healthy economic projection in life. Okay, that was the main conclusion, right? I also mentioned in that video, the Democratic Party focused way too hard on the woke shit. I said, stop doing that. I also mentioned that leftists always ignore men or literally laugh at us sometimes and call us men's rights groups and shit. Like when we're just like, no, I'm just sticking up for my brothers who are feeling the economic crunch and who can't find a decent date to save the fucking life of them, my ultimate culprit was, for anybody who's mad out there, which is a lot of you, about the election results, blame the Democratic Party. Do not blame Trump voters. Do not blame people who are just suffering like you do. Don't punch down or don't punch across. Did nobody watch everybody watched the movie Don't Look Up, right? Had like every fucking famous actor in there. you guys all know that movie. Did nobody take a message from that movie? The entire movie is in the message is in the fucking title. Look up. Look. Blame the powerful. Blame the people who had power, right? And I know immediately you'll say, oh, but Democrats didn't control all branches of government, so they couldn't do one goddamn thing for you, like to materially improve your life. That's a goddamn lie. There's plenty of things they could have done for us by presidential decree. Hell, even if you're advocating, even if we see that you're fighting for us, we will back you. But we have a sleepy president. That's one of the things that Trump was incredibly right about. I mean, he's a great marketer. I got to give it to the guy. Sleepy Joe was the sleepiest dude I've ever seen in my life. Literally fucking falling asleep. I'm just like, God damn, dude. Oh my God. And then they gave us Kamala, which everybody just fucking forgot overnight that she's one of the most unpopular politicians in United States history, right? Everybody just fucking forgot about that. And then what do they do? What do they always fucking do? They're all like, vote blue no matter who. And I was just like, that ain't gonna work this time. That ain't gonna fucking work this time. But even I kind of, the last couple of weeks, I was stupid and I tuned in to the polls and stuff. And I was like, oh yeah, I think the women vote is really gonna overshadow everything. And they're gonna pull through for Harris. Guess what? That didn't fucking happen. In fact, most white women voted for Trump. You know what I mean? And you know, but the bigger thing, even beyond that, right, was like, and in fact, I had a lot of people hitting me up because of my 3-minute rant. It's a great fucking rant. So you guys watch that video. Find it on TikTok. It's my last thing on TikTok. I'll probably even pin it to the top because it was really popular. But I also threw it on my YouTube channel. It's the real reason why Trump won, right? And you know, like I said, the answer to that was because men were ignored. Men are always pushed to the side. Every other group is focused on besides men, right? They talk down to us. There's no candidate on the left who's like, I really want to see a strong man be a strong leader for his community and his family. When's the last time you heard that from the left? I'll tell you, never, right? Bernie Sanders was the closest to come when he wanted to see us all economically prosper, okay? So, yeah, man, and like, you know, and anyway, so like a lot of people were hitting me up, and they're like on people on the left, right, and the right, actually congratulating me because I have a fucking brain and I know how to use it and read numbers and see trends and say that yes, men are left behind. I get hit up all the time by men who are left behind. Moving overseas isn't just something easy. It's not just something that, oh yeah, let me just go do it one day. No, it takes multiple steps. You have to mentally, emotionally, fucking physically, you know, with like saving your fucking money. In every single way, you have to dedicate yourself to a move abroad. It's not an easy thing. In fact, the smartest do it, okay? The most intelligent among us, regardless of ideological affiliation or political affiliation, okay? The smartest people move abroad. I mean, hands down, dude, the average one of you guys who hits me up, I mean, there's some of you dumbasses, but I'm sorry, I need to stop insulting everybody. No, but seriously though, 90 to 95% of you guys are incredibly smart, right? But you know, I do have more experience here, so you guys can hit me up for consultations. In fact, I even got one a little bit later today. Right? So, you know, hit me up, especially for personal stuff. I can understand more context, give you more suggestions. Fuck, we can just shoot the shit if you want to talk about girls or whatever the fuck, man, whatever, dude. You know, hit me up. My consultation fees aren't too much, whatever. But anyways, I just wanted to throw that out there. But yeah, so getting back to the leftists hitting me up, they were like, I don't understand why people aren't voting off of morality and principle. I was like, look, to a point, I agree with you that people should be more principled, but that's not the reality of the fucking world we live in. People vote about what's in their pocket. People vote about the projection of their lives. People don't give a fuck about what's going on in everybody's like, oh my God, the young people, they're gonna come out and vote this way or that way because of the war in Gaza. I'm like, I'm sorry, but average people don't give a fuck about the war in Gaza. What? Am I crazy? No. People care that they can't afford a fucking house. People care that they can't afford fucking groceries. People hate that rent prices are skyrocketing out of control. People hate that, you know. And so, anyways, everybody's like, "Oh my God, why isn't everybody just so morally sound like I am?" And shit. I'm just like, oh my God, you guys. You know, maybe this liberal bubble shit is true. Like where I'm from a fucking liberal college town, relatively, even though there are a lot of dumbass people who or on the left too, right? Just can't even critically think for 3 fucking seconds. And I'm just like, you guys, no matter how much, if I agree with you or don't agree with you, you have to understand the realities of the world. People vote in their self-interest. Now, whether they're correct or not, that's a whole other story. But people vote for, you know, for what, how their projection of their life is going to go. And if you guys don't want to hear that, well, I'm sorry, boo-hoo. But guess what? That's the way the real world works. Okay, so, you know, and so, yeah, man, everybody was just hitting me up like fucking crazy. And in fact, like people on the right and the left, like 99.9 fucking percent of people agree with me that, yeah, a certain segment was left behind, and that segment was men. And I talked to a lot of them. I talked to them guys who work in factories. I talked to guys making a lot of money and even in software engineering shit. I talked to guys everywhere, and guess what? Society is culturally out of control, and economically, even some of the guys near the top, making the top salaries, even they're feeling the economic crunch. You understand what I'm saying? So like when all the woke shit went down over the last few years, I was like, God damn it, you guys. And look, I know that people are gonna call me a misogynist and a homophobe because like I have my certain beliefs. Like why are we spending time on news segment after news segment and fucking hours and days on you know, I brought this up in my video, but like, you know, gender neutral bathrooms, I identify as this, pronouns, motherfucking trans and female sports, trans folks in getting transitioned to go to different prisons, etc. I'm like, dude, that's not going to be a winning fucking message. Why are we over focusing on this shit? I mean, this shit, you should spend 5 fucking minutes on it, decide it, and then get it over with. Why are we like, no, let's discuss the morality of this thing that doesn't even fucking affect anybody? And like, I'm like, guys, you need to go back to the way that Bernie Sanders talked about real fucking economic solutions, Medicare for all, this, that, and the fucking third, you know? Jesus. Anyways, this is exactly why it's going to be one of the last times I dive deep into American politics. But yeah, man, I mean, like, it's all stupid at the end of the day. It was stupid before the election. It's going to be stupid after the election, right? No politician, I've said this even for my first fucking video, I believe, or at least fucking first few. Like, no politician is going to come and save you. You have to get residency abroad. You have to get a passport abroad. You have to get your license abroad. You have to get a bank account abroad. Choose a country, and that should be your number one goal in life, especially if you're a man. Especially. Okay, fine, don't. All right, fine. Deal with the degeneracy of dating, deal with hyper-individualism, deal with hypergamy, right? Unless you're at the fucking top, you ain't getting nobody. You know, or if you are, you have to be the most feminized version of you, be an ultra fucking simp, think of absolutely, and most of the time agree absolutely with your partner. And if you even diverge and start having arguments and fights, okay, well, that fucking relationship's going to end before you even get married. And then if you get married, there's half a chance that fucking survives, and then less of a chance if it's a second or third marriage. And then what is it? 69, I just did a fucking video on this. 69% of the time, it's the woman, initiating divorce anyways. So it's like, it's not even your decision. So I'm like, okay, that's the American game. That's the Western game. Most societies have the similar laws when it comes to marriage and alimony and custody and all this shit. That the courts are not in your favor as a man. Okay, you can do that. But guess what? Why don't you go to a country that like maybe might look out for you a little bit better? And I'm not saying this country is perfect when it comes to all that shit either. Okay, but culture is better here. In what ways do I mean? Like, there's more of a chance you're going to find a woman who truly loves you, okay? And I know immediately I'm going to get a lot of backlash for that. No, they're just using you for your money. What? You're a worthless Western man. Well, what could they possibly love you for? I'm like, fuck you, me, man. Like, I've been with dozens of girls in the United States, okay? Like, no. It wasn't an issue. Okay, yeah. I mean, I got overweight, and then like later, I didn't even want to fucking try because I saw the degeneracy, and fucking in front of me. I'm like, man, I don't want to participate in this. I'll just fucking get the fuck out and go to Paraguay. Now, that was obviously not my first reason. It was literally actually my fourth when I brought up this in the 10, 12 reasons that I left the USA. Number one was cost of living, right? So no, like that wasn't my first fucking reason, but it was a high reason. And even when I say dating, I really mean finding a life partner. That's what I really mean when I say dating, right? Not to just come and be. If I wanted to, I could honestly be sleeping with a different girl every single day of the week, right? I don't mean that braggadociously. I don't mean that in any kind of like, haha, F you, guys in America. I don't mean that in that kind of way. I'm just meaning that very honestly, right? But I don't want to live that life, right? Like now, I had a date a few days ago with a wonderful woman, right? And I'm trying not to fuck this up because I usually fuck shit up, right? But she's not an overly offended a woman. She's not like, I mean, what I can tell, she's certainly not like a feminist man hater. like she's a critical thinking, wonderful girl, young woman, It's shit. So like, it's wild, dude. I mean, you can participate in the hookup culture and degeneracy, and then the fact that even if you get married, it's most likely not going to work. And I know that I sound like a super pessimist, but I go off numbers first, right? I go off probabilities. I go off ratios. I go off percentages first. Then I bring my feelings into it, right? But I'm going to analyze the facts, and then I'm going to make my decision off of trends and facts and numbers and stats. Okay? So, like, I know that, like, I know, man. I know people are gonna agree with me. I know that even now, because I lost a few subscribers, right? I hit over 700, and then I lost a few, and then I lost a few because of my political takes. But guess what? At least I'm honest with you guys. And actually, here, let me say something with that. You know why there's so many Trump voters and people who align with Trump who like me? It's because I don't lie to you guys, right? I'm not overly fucking scripted. I mean, sometimes I might have my lists, right? But I'm not scripted to the point where like I'm fucking Hillary Clinton and being like, oh wait, wait, what do I tell the audience? Oh, I carry a hot sauce in my pocket. Wait, was that the black people or the Mexicans? Oh shit, I don't remember. I'm just gonna say it to the black people. I think they're the ones who carry hot sauce in their bags. So I'm gonna say it on stage. I'm like, Jesus Christ, you come across as so fucking fake. You're so fake. You're fake. You're a fake human being. You're a freaking robot. Same with Kamala. Fake. Super incredibly freaking fake. What was my talking point today, guys? What was this? What was that? And then towards the end, she started speaking a little bit of truth, but it was too late. It was too late. The economic populism was too late. You can't win an election in three weeks. You need to win it 3 months and even 3 years out. You should have been one of the most active vice presidents of your lifetime, but you were in the shadows. Joe Biden pushed you in the shadows, and then he was taking a nap on top of that. So there's no fucking wonder that the Democrats didn't win. Right? Okay. I'm going to keep this a little shorter. I know 20 minutes is not short, but yeah, you guys, I'm not frustrated with any individual or any group minus the establishment, right? And the establishment, Democrats, right? They didn't listen to Bernie Sanders. They did the exact opposite. They listen to their fucking donors. They listen to everybody but the common man and woman who are struggling, right? There's a reason that moving overseas is such a trend for right now, whether you want to call it passport bros, blue book gentlemen, this or that, or whatever the fuck, it doesn't matter. The fact is the trends are real. That there is, even Jose Arteaga told me before 2020, it was around 1 million Americans that are in Mexico. Now it's around 2 million that are in Mexico. That is insane. You know what I mean? So, it's unbelievable. And guess what? No lessons are going to be learned here. Not from what I see. A lot of the people who are like, oh, I'm going to cancel all my friends who didn't vote the way I did, and you guys are immoral and all that. I'm like, you guys point the fingers to the top. Do you need to go rewatch that movie again? Like, Jesus, you guys. Oh my Lord. Okay. Well, anyways, and I'm sure I'm gonna get canceled by some of you folks and whoever the frick hit me up and is hitting me up and all this stuff and like, I don't agree with you. I think that you're wrong. I'm like, hey, well, at least I know how to make some moves. You know what I mean? At least I know how to pursue residency and like and important stuff overseas. So I'm set up no matter what. Even if I have to go back to the US, I'm still set up here for the rest of my life. And you who are gonna try this maybe in 10, 15, fucking 20 years from now, you know, if we're all here still, fucking you guys are gonna try it and laws, there could be stricter laws in place, there could be more financial requirements, there could be this or that. Like, you need to be on a 2 or 3 year path tops, right? Tops to minimally get residency, right? And I know everybody says, second passport, second, third, fourth, fifth passport. Oh, be a five star, what the fuck they call it? Five flags, be a five. Like, I get that mostly applies to the super high rollers that are able to do that and fly all around the world at any fucking time that they want. But like, your average person, if any teacher is watching this struggling back home, take your summers that you're not teaching and come here to a Paraguay and get on your residency. For the love of Christ. No election 4 years from now is going to save you. This last election didn't save you, did it? At least the way that you think or whatever. So I'm just like, guys, for the love of Christ, please start on this process, okay? Okay, you guys. I mean, that's pretty much all I can say, even though I said a lot. All right, check out some of my last videos. Even if you guys disagree with me, man, I guess you can cancel me and you can unsubscribe for me, but just try to see where I'm coming from, please. Try to see where men are coming from, please. Like, I beg. And in fact, I'll just keep it real. I was a hardcore leftist, man, really, truly. And in fact, I met Cenk Uygur because I rallied with him to get corporate PAC money out of politics. That's bipartisan, even on the voter level. That's a bipartisan issue. None of us like corporate PAC money. So I went out to Iowa and I met Cenk Uygur. I met Richard Ojeda. I met a bunch of Allison Hartson, yeah, a bunch of well-known progressives around the country. Brett Welder. You know, so I met a lot of great progressives who actually give a fuck, who believe in Bernie, right? And I know that some of you guys don't like when I talk about Bernie because you don't believe in him either, but at least he was real. And in fact, a lot of Bernie people went over to Trump because at least he didn't pull a Hillary Clinton and be like, oh, wait, which hot sauce am I carrying around? Or what? I forgot what group of people. Is it the Mexicans or the black folks? So I don't remember. No, I don't remember. I'm like, you're fake, you know? And like I said, man, that's why a lot of Trump folks follow me, because I'll keep it 100 with you too. Okay? I don't fuck around a lot. Okay? I may come across a little branch, but at least I'm coming across as real. That's why a lot of my videos will live on. A lot of my videos, even if you find them 10 years from now, they'll live on. The message is universal. I won't change like a lot of these fucking YouTubers do. And like, I won't just start stomping on the little man. No, I want to uplift. I want to uplift your average man and woman. Okay? So that's my last message, man. Get abroad. I know everybody says get your passport because it's an easier concept to understand, but really get permanent residency. And if you have to start with temporary, like you do here in Paraguay, then start temporary and then make sure you get permanent. Okay? So that's my plea to you guys is, please, for the love of God, vote with your feet. Stop effing around. Stop engaging in the hedonism and the dating culture and all this shit that most likely is going to lead to failure, even statistically, right? And again, I know that there's some of you who are in wonderful relationships. But even you guys, even the married couples who may follow me, or the serious couples who have healthy relationships, in the US, Canada, around the world, even you guys, even you guys need to get residency abroad. Okay. I know I'm talking a lot to men. That's because men were ignored. That's because we have been ignored. That's exactly why men voted for Trump. Right. So that's why I message to men, but I really am messaging to everybody who is struggling. Okay. I care about all of you. Seriously. I'm not a stupid fucking politician saying this. I don't have skin in the game like that. But I know what it's like to struggle. I know what it's like to wake up and be like, fuck, man, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do this in America? I can't afford a fucking $400,000 house. I just gave you the house price in the last video. It's $469,000, a median house in the county I'm from. I cannot afford to live in my parents' neighborhood. Not even fucking close. Not even with the partner. Not even with the healthy relationship. Right? And then I'm just playing the fucking rat race to get to this fucking salary. And guess what? Inflation and then another fucking high rise in the house prices is going to fuck me over again 5 years from now. So get residency. Figure out something online. Right? Anything. Right? And make that your biggest goal. Please, for the love of God, vote with your feet. Aranda, my best life, awhile. I am out.